Now we'll solve several equations where we're being asked to solve for the indicated variable in parentheses. Occasionally, I will have equations that have multiple variables. As we go on in algebra, I'll have many variables in some equations, and I usually want to solve for just one of them. In this particular problem, it's asking me to solve for the letter y. So I need to move everything that isn't a y onto the other side of the equal sign so that I know the value of just that letter. In order to do this, I'm going to have to move all the other terms over to the right-hand side. That includes this 6x. I will move the 6x by subtraction. I will subtract 6x from both sides. You can draw a line down your equal sign if you want. Notice when I do this, I cannot subtract 14 minus 6x. I have to keep those terms separate. 14 and minus 6x are not like terms because they don't share a letter. So instead, you'll notice I wrote the negative 6 just slightly off to the right when I was doing this problem. I will write 14 minus 6x. If I wanted, I could also write minus 6x plus 14, whichever way you prefer to do it. Now I need to look at the number directly in front of the y, the coefficient of y, which is 2. I have to divide every term by 2. And so that's why I'm going to actually move back a little, and I'll draw a fraction bar under each individual term so that I know that each term has to be divided by 2. When I do the math on this, 2 divided by 2 is 1, so that gives me y is equal to 14 divided by 2 is 7. Then negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. I have to write my x at the end, and that is solved for y. Y is by itself on one side of the equation, and that will be my answer. Let's try another one. Solve for the indicated variable in parentheses. Well, in this case, that's going to be the letter b. So I need to move b to one side of the equal sign by itself and everything else away from it. So we're going to start with the term negative 9a. The opposite of negative 9a will be positive 9a. So I will add 9a to both sides. Now again, notice on the right side, I write plus 9a a little to the right of 6c because I don't want to make the mistake of trying to combine 6 and 9 here. 6c and 9a are not like terms. I bring down my 3b, I write my equal sign, and now I write 6c plus 9a. Remember, I can't put those numbers together unless they share a letter. I need to, at this stage, divide every term in this equation by 3. Once I do that, 3 divided by 3 is 1, and so the 3's will cancel, leaving me with b is equal to, which was my goal at the start. 6 divided by 3 is 2. I write the letter C. 9 divided by 3 is 3. I write plus 3